Well, we had some technical difficulties, but I am here. So, let's hope this works. I am Michelle Eldridge, and some of you may know me, some of you may not, but I'm so excited to be here with all of you. You guys are amazing. When Kirsten asked me to do this, I was like, wow, it was such an honor, and I'm so humbled to be here and so thankful to be on with all of you. So as you hop on, say, hey, okay, Kirsten, it's working. Hey, Stephanie, hey, you guys. So, happy Thursday, right? It's November, it's a new month, and I think that, maybe I can help some people, maybe who feel like, they don't really know what they're doing. Maybe you do know what you're doing, but you might get some ideas. Hey, yay, Megan. What's up, Amanda? Jessica's on here. You guys, I'm so excited. Okay. All right. But I want to help people who feel like maybe this isn't for them, or maybe they can't do it, or maybe they're stuck. Because I know for a fact, what are you doing? I know for a fact that anyone can do it, obviously, otherwise I would not be here. And I'm going to kind of give you a little background, but the meat and potatoes of this video are going to be what I do and what I know that works. So, do you want me to hold you? Okay. Okay, you guys, we're going to do this video with my daughter. Okay. Okay. All right, so if you don't know, so again, I'm Michelle Eldridge, and when I started last September, so September 2017, at the very beginning of the month. And when I started, I literally had to sell clothes and kids' toys and all these things to get my kit. Not because I didn't have the extra money, but because I was literally so broke that I didn't have any money. And I was alone with both of my kids for the first time ever. I didn't have any income whatsoever. And I had no idea what to do. I couldn't get a job. So I am a former drug addict, and this year makes 7 years that I've not done all these things, right? But you still can't get a job if you have a background, so I couldn't do that. I didn't have a sitter anyway. Even if I could, there's not like cares around here. What's up, Kristen? There's not like daycares around here to keep my kids or none of that, so I didn't have family to just like ask, so it wouldn't have mattered if they'd have gave me a job, right? So this was kind of meant for me, but what wasn't meant for me was all the other things like auto ship and inventory and those other companies. I just couldn't do that. I didn't wear makeup when I started at all. I hadn't worn it in forever. I was like so depressed, and I was just in this place of all I was a mom, and I was kind of like, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change my kids for anything, but I just felt so lost. And like, I was just so depressed, and it was the first time being alone in years. And so I had no idea what I was doing. I'd never been alone with my kids. And so I was in a rough place. And when I saw this makeup, I was actually introduced at a Facebook party. Long story short, I saved up all the money and done it because I knew I had to do something. So a lot of people, they start, and if you're one of those people, that's totally awesome. But a lot of people start it, it's a hobby, or to get the discount, or for this friends or the sisterhood, because we do have a different culture here. I don't think that some people realize how special it is to have as many people on your side as we have here. This is the most authentic company that I've ever seen, and I help a lot of people, and a lot of those people don't have the same luxury. So just know that we have something that's so different, and I hope that you realize how special it is here. Anyway, so I digress. When I started, I didn't have Instagram. Okay, I did not have a Facebook following. I had 150 friends at the very, very most. Okay, and that was it. I knew nothing about makeup, mind you. But when I got it, I started going live, and I just kept doing it. I changed my page to public, and I didn't blast mascara all over my stuff. I didn't use their name everywhere. And you guys, if you do this, please don't take offense. I'm saying what I say out of love, so please, please, please just know that this is me loving you. And trying to help you, okay? So I didn't blast it everywhere. And you see the team leaders who are able to do that, but all the comments and likes and hearts that you see on their stuff is most of you guys, most of us, right? So they can do those things because they're already there. But when we're starting out and you're in a position like we are, we don't need to really be doing that. We don't want them reaching out to corporate because they know exactly what we're doing. And if you've been doing it and you're like, oh gosh, I've been doing it for the last 50 posts. Don't worry. When I started, I did too. But when I learned not to do it, I stopped. Okay. So I'm going to tell you that in just a year, okay, I bought a car and paid it off in under 10 months. I have never sold under $1,000. Matter of fact, in January, $1,038 is the least. Every other month, it's been anywhere between $2,000 and $4,500 in sales since I very first started. And it's because I show up every single day, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I've been doing from the start and how that it's progressed. And I'm going to leave out the trial and error for you. And I'm going to tell you exactly what works. So again, I didn't have like family or friends I could call up and say, hey, do you want to try this makeup? Hey, do you want to let me do a makeover for you? Hey, do you want to, help me out? I didn't have that. So when I started, I was so afraid that I couldn't sell to anyone because I didn't have anybody. So when most people start out and they've got a sister or a mom or a cousin, I'm like, rock it out, dude. You're in such a better position than me. And I still hit elite in under 2 weeks. So it's doable. You just have to find your way. And your way may not be everybody else's way. And I hope that you understand that that's okay. And if you don't have this big level of desire, then what I say to you that I do every day, move it down some, right? Make it work for you. Okay. And we're going to do a little time management too, so that you guys can, understand that you don't have to be, overwhelmed or missing out on your kids or anything like that. Obviously, the beauty of this is I have my kid in my hand, right? So, all right, so here we go. Basically, and I was invited on Ray Higdon's stage in August. I was recognized as one of the top sales, top hacker at our company convention. And I'm qualified for Cancun, baby, right? And I'm just a top hacker, y'all. I'm just a top hacker. So you don't have to be this big, huge rank to be successful. You just have to do you, right? You have to do what works for you. And this is my only income, so I have to hustle, y'all. I have to hustle all the time. So what's backing you when you're seeing all these people's big results? When you're seeing the results and you're like, I'm not sure why I can't do that. It's not that you can't. It's just they have a different reason pushing them. A different reason. Well, then you have to stay still, okay? A different reason pushing them. So maybe they, wouldn't be able to afford Christmas otherwise or something. Sorry. I was saying, sorry, had to fix that. Maybe they need a car and they just don't have one. I have my own apartment now. I'm using a ring light now, but just know when I started, all I had was a window. Okay. I didn't have all the brushes. Matter of fact, when I started, I didn't have any brushes. I was just using a couple colors that I bought 110 at a time before I joined. Right. So anyway, now I've done all these things in just a year, and it's because I've kept going. And what have I done? I have went live. I changed my page to public, and I asked people for the shares. When I'm going live, what am I talking about? You know what? You're going to hear my kids. You're going to see them. I tell people that I'm not perfect. I don't know all the things. I'm learning, but we're going to learn together, and it's going to be awesome, right? And I go live personally around 6 times a week or more. Mind you, again, if your level of desire is not where mine is, and mine is way up here, then don't do 6 a week or more, right? Do 1, 2 a week. Right? Do what works for you, but go live. I know it's scary, but I promise you practice will make closer to perfect, and it will help you so much. Because when you ask people for the shares, or maybe you get some hostess rewards and you're so excited, give away a free blush to people. And I'm going to give you guys 48 hours. Everyone who shares this video is going in a drawing for this beautiful plum blush, you guys. And you can that's all you got to do is share it. Comment, share it when you're done. Number 1, it's boosting your comment or your post with comments, and then it's getting more eyes. You're growing your network, right? That's good. Can you stop, please? Okay, thanks. Okay, and then not only that, but they're getting to know you, right? They're getting to know you, and if they don't know you, they're not going to buy from you, okay? So they have to see your face. When you guys see me right now, you know that I'm a hot mess express. I got this 2-year-old, whatever. Y'all know, most of you know that I have both my kids by myself. You see this about me. You see that I'm loud. You see that I talk a lot. And if you vibe with me, you're going to follow me. And that's what I'm saying. Your audience feels that. So when you show up live, the right people will stay and the other people will go, but we don't want everyone. Okay? Everyone's not your person. Okay? Now, what else do I do? I make 2 posts a day on Instagram. Every single day. And Harmony Buse taught in that beauty school thingy-majigger about making a theme, and it's so good. Don't focus your time on making the colors match. If you're stopping yourself from doing income-producing activities to pick colors, stop it. Stop it right now, okay? But if you make it vibe with you, it's going to naturally come. So, if you've posted about the makeup today, then you don't need to post just about the makeup. Maybe it's a cute selfie with you and your makeup's A1, you're looking fly, so fly. And say something else in the caption. Trust me, they're seeing your face. And if they like it, they'll ask you about it, right? Or they'll be more open when you ask them about it, and we'll get to that. But I do 2 posts on Instagram every day. I do at least 7 story segments a day on Instagram, and I share them to my Facebook. Why do I share them to my Facebook? Because Facebook made that feature, and they want you to use it. If a platform has features, they want you to use it. Most of my influence is on Facebook. But I've got 1,700 people on Instagram, and I just started it last September. So I feel like if you do this consistently, you can totally do it. And again, at the end, I'm going to tell you about time management. It'll be awesome, okay? And then, of course, on Facebook, on my personal page, I'll at least do 1 post on my personal page. If you have a group or a like page or whatever, and I don't suggest you start out and just create one of those. If you've been here a while and you've got one and you've got some customers or whatever, and you've got one, awesome, then do make sure you do a post in that as well, a day, at least 1. And that's what I do. So, besides that, what do I do? Okay, I comment on 10 people's posts every single day that are not in my newsfeed, okay? And it's so strategic. Trust me, I know who I'm talking to. I know why I picked them. I know. And yes, it takes a little bit of time, but is it worth it? Trust and believe it's worth it. Because when I engage with them, okay, so if they're not in my newsfeed, it means they're not seeing my stuff because I'm not seeing their stuff, right? So if I go find people that aren't in my newsfeed and I comment on their stuff, 10 people a day at minimum, okay? At minimum, I do 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening, 5 on my power hour with my team. So what happens is they start seeing my stuff, right? They start seeing my stuff, and I never just do 1 emoji or 1 more beautiful. No, I make it at least 4 words or more, and that is the same for Instagram. 4 words or more. You're a person. Right? They're people too. So you want to comment actual sentences that are you. So don't just go find something that doesn't relate to you at all. If it's a quote that you like, then comment on it. But if there's nothing on there that relates to you, then that's probably not your person anyway. So you need to go to another person's and find something. Is it time consuming? Takes about, how long does it take my girls that are on here? I think we do 5 comments in 5 minutes. It's really not a hefty task, you guys. We can totally search out these people. You just have to be able to take the time to look and see who they are to make sure that it's even worth your time. Because if it's somebody who's bare skin, I don't wear makeup ever, and they're hating on makeup, not many people are going to be like that. But if you see that, that's a person you don't want to, kind of push. You can totally find other people in your feed, right? Okay. So besides that, before I go live, I go and engage with people before that. So if I'm going to do a live that day, I'll wait and do my comments right before I go live, and I'll go message somebody or comment back on their stories and say, oh my gosh, that's such a cute picture or whatever. And when I go live, I get more engagement, right? That is what we want. Okay, so besides that, what do? I do a power hour with my team that's more like 35 minutes, but we do it every single day, Monday through Friday. And then what else do? I reach out, okay, you guys. This is where people are going to be like, oh God, oh gosh. Well, it's just the way it is. Okay. If you're not reaching out to human beings, you're probably slowing the process down so much for you. So what I do is I say that I farm and I hunt. I do both, and it works together to make a nice little pie. So I reach out to 20 people a day. Do I say you should do that? No, because it's hard, okay? If you're not already reaching out to X amount of people a day, don't start with 20, okay? Start with 2 a day. If you've done 2 a day for 365 days, okay? 365 times 2. If you get 10% of those, you're getting like 60 people, whether it's customers or artists or whatever, you're getting around 60 people, and that's at 10%. Most of you are probably going to get around anywhere from 10 to 15%. That's a lot of people into your business in a year at just reaching out and asking people if they're open 2 times a day, 365 days a year. Okay. So now I have recruited people. I've recruited, well over 20 people. But do all of them stay? Nope. Because I learned as I went. Why am I okay with reaching out to 20 people? Because I know what we have to offer. Okay? I know what we have is not bothering anybody. I know what it can do for somebody's life. I know what it can do for that lonely mom who just needs a friend or adult conversation. I know what it can do for the single mom who has 0 money, 0 help, 0 anything, right here. I know what it can do for so many people. And so when I reach out to people, if I don't reach out to them, I feel like I'm doing them a disservice. And that's what you should feel like. Because what we have is different. And if you don't at least ask them if they're open and say, if not, no big deal. And really, if they don't answer or they say no, feel it's not a big deal. You can sleep at night because you ask them, right? If you see somebody that you think that may benefit from the money or from the friends or from whatever, or they just love makeup and you don't ask them, if I done that, I would have trouble sleeping at night. I have to ask them, even when it's hard. And Stacey Smart said something a long time ago, and it's stuck with me ever since. And she got it from somewhere, and I don't remember where, forgive me. But she told me I was having a hard time recruiting, and I'd only recruited like 2 people at the time, and I felt like a failure. I totally understand the beating yourself up, you guys. But she said, choose your hard. And when I done that, and I started following Ray Higdon. Everybody knows that I'm a big fan, right? I do what he says, and it's helped me so much. And he's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, right? Just like I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You're not everybody's cup of tea. But you are you, and that is what makes your business, that's what's going to make your business explode for you. Because your people can't be my people. My people can't be your people. Because we're not the same people, right? So if you're out there and you're trying to copy Kat Fairchild or Kirsten Tyrell or any of them, you're not finding your people. You're not. And I want you to understand that as boring as you think you may be, you're really not. So on your Insta stories, and you're like, I don't really even know what to do, man. I don't know what to post. I just have such a boring life. I never leave my house. You know what you do? If you cook breakfast, share that. Like, dude, I'm drinking my coffee. Good morning. What's up? It's a great day to have a great day. That's what I do every day. It's a great day to have a great day. Here's my coffee in my hand. Here's a picture, right? If I'm cooking breakfast, which is rare. I hate to cook, okay? But if you're a cooker, people love seeing that, right? So I'm usually taking a picture of a biscuit that I got from Hardee's or something. I'm such a bad, it's horrible. Anyway, and then you go through. If your day is nothing but maybe you read, maybe you sew, maybe you're a runner like Jessica Perez. She takes people on her journey, right? You don't have to have a oh, woe is me story to make this work for you, right? Everybody has their own story. And trust me when I say that more people, so many people are making it happen that's had it way worse off than all of us. I don't care how bad your situation was. Somebody is out there making it happen. And the reason that I say this is because sometimes we feel like we've got to be this or that to do X, Y, Z. And you do not. If you show up every day and you do what I tell you to do, or a form of that, right? If you're reaching out to so I do this thing, and it's called Throwback Thursday, and that's when I'll follow up with people. right? Follow up with people that haven't responded to me in 4 days or 30 days, and I'll reach out to them, or I'll message my customers that maybe it's been a month or 2 months. And you know how you find out? You go to your back office and you do a little research, right? And if you have a lot of customers like me, that's really the only way to do it, okay? But you need to do it because you're leaving so much money on the table. You're leaving so much impact in the basket. You're leaving so many people that need you, because it takes anywhere between 5 and 12 exposures. That's why live videos are so good, because while you're showing up live, that's another exposure that person is getting to you, to really who you are. So if you've not done one yet, I highly encourage you to do it. And if you think that you're stuck, join the club. It happens to all of us. We gotta suck. As Bobby Bones says, fail until you don't, fight, grind, repeat. And if you have not heard that book on Audible, y'all need to go get that. Y'all need to listen to it because it is for real the bomb. Okay. Anyway, so let me see. No, I do not have a separate Instagram. This is a good point. So good that you brought it up. I'm so glad that I looked down on this, because let me tell you, okay? You are not Maskcara. You're not. I'm not. We are us. When you became an artist, you became a business owner. You know what that means? That means this is now part of your life. It's not a separate part. It's a part of your life. And so I built one Instagram. It is a business Instagram because I like analytics and all those things. But it is not separate because it's not separate from me. Like, I don't separate myself from the company because that is part of who I am. And everybody knows me for that. They know me as a makeup girl, as inspirational, motivational. They know that I love cherry Coke, fountain drink only. They know that I'm a single mom. They know these things about me because I show them in the same place. Okay, let me see. You guys, I love you. I love you guys so much. No, Kirsten, no. Listen, if y'all ain't going to Glow, you better be. Like, you seriously are going to miss out. Because I may not make it to Cancun because I'm going to Glow. Do you think I'm sad? No. I'm not sad because I know what I'm going to get at Glow is going to benefit me in the future way more than what I'll get at Cancun. Yeah, if I get to go, it'll be awesome. But do I really care that much? No, because I'm going to Glow. Whatever has to happen for me to get there, it's happening. So if you're not going, you need to be going, okay? Now, let's do this time management thing, and I'll get the crap out of here. I shared this with my team yesterday because Bob Heilig does, like, I like him and I don't, but for the most part, I do. So, and that's just what I'm saying. If you don't like Ray Higdon, it's okay because not everybody's going to like the same people, right? Okay, all right. But he done this video on Instagram yesterday, and it's already gone, but it was about time blocking, and I was doing minute by minute, dude, and that's hard. It's so hard. But if you do something for 14 days straight, it will become a habit, and it's muscle memory, and you'll keep doing it. You will have to discipline yourself to make yourself do these things every single day. But if you do them, I can guarantee you will see growth. If you do them unapologetically, you don't try to be perfect. You don't have to know all the things. I didn't. I knew nothing. I'd never done anything like this, but I dove in. And that's hard for me because I'm a learner. I am a learner and I need all the details. But I knew in this industry that wasn't going to serve me. And I had to be intentional. I had to be. Because if I wasn't, we would not have electricity. We would be, I don't know where we would be right now. Legit, I have no idea. Okay, so what you need to do is whatever works for you. So if you work from 9 to 5, that's just the typical way to say it. So from 9 to 5, you know you're at work. Well, maybe the only time you have is your lunch break at 12 o'clock. So from 12 to 1 or 12 to 12:30, block time out. If you've got to go get in your car just to do 30 minutes a day of focused, income producing activities, then that's what you need to do. If you want to make this work, you have to make it a priority. And there is so many ways to not feel overwhelmed. So if you block out every single hour of your day and title it So like this morning, Kirsten had messaged me back. Who wants to miss a message from Kirsten Tyrell? Nobody. But from 11 to 12 every day, I try not to have my phone in my hand. The hour is titled No Phone, Be Present. Okay? And it wasn't an hour before. Like, I didn't have it set like that. But I done that yesterday after watching that. And I think it's going to be more easier on me to have an hour. So from the morning, I know what I'm doing. Okay, get kids ready podcast time. So personal development, getting the kids ready. That's my first hour. And then I go on. From there, I do Ray Daily because I'm in Rank Makers, and I do my action step from that is the next one. And breakfast is at the end of that. So, and then I move on. Each hour has a title and a place, and it's hard to do it. It will take discipline. But if you set your phone to, 6 o'clock, wake up, drink coffee, move my body. Okay, 7 o'clock, podcast, get kids ready, drive them to school. Whatever you want it to be, that's what you need it to be. Whatever works for you. So if you're working from 9 to 5, then yours isn't going to be all these things that mine can be. So you need to make your time. You have to be so intentional with your time. Having more time isn't going to help you. You just have to have it. You just have to be intentional with it. We aren't going to get more time. You're just going to, if you had more time than you have right now, you would procrastinate more. It's just a fact. It is such a fact. So if you set your clock every day and you follow this for 14 days straight, I challenge you to do it. And you do it, I promise you your business will grow without a doubt. And on the 15th day, it won't work. Well, come here and I'll help you. Okay? On the 15th day, it's going to be so much easier for you. You're not going to need the alarm clock to tell you which thing you're supposed to be doing. You might need it to tell you what time it is, but that's about it, okay? Well, message me. Oh, who are you talking to? Great. That's good. Y'all do that. Okay. But you guys, it's really not hard. It's just the same. It's mundane. It's the boring. There's no secret. You just have to be okay with being yourself and show up in a big way. If you want to shave the side of your head, but you live in a teeny tiny town with no Walmart, 2 tiny red lights, no nothing like that near you, do it. If that's what your personality needs from you. If you need that. Just don't set goals or promises. Just like Rachel Hollis, she says this, don't lie to yourself. Don't do it. Because if you fail yourself over and over, the compound effect of that is you're going to quit. But it won't be like you decided to quit one day, all in one day. It'll be little quits on yourself every single day until you finally quit. So don't lie to yourself. Do what you can do. Don't write your goals to impress anybody else. Don't write your timesheet to impress anybody but you. It doesn't need to be impressive. It needs to stretch you, but it needs to be something you can do if you stretch a little. Don't make it some insane something that you know for a fact that you can't do. If you're just starting with something like this, make it something you can reach and then celebrate that. Celebrate that, right? Pat yourself on the back. Dance around on Friday if you've done it for 5 days straight, right? You have to know that you're doing good, even if it's small steps. Steps every day still means progress. And the compound effect of that, my friends, is who knows? Like from September to now, doing it every day, the compound effect of what I've been doing has done some pretty awesome things for me. How awesome is it for Kirsten to, what would it be like if Kirsten asked you to train the entire team, right? Would that not feel so awesome? Right. So that's what it could be. That's what it can be for you. And to fully be able to do whatever you want in the most literal terms of the word with your time. You get to choose. That's the beauty of this business, right? Because we don't have sales quotas, right? We're really competing with ourselves. And that's what's cool about it. So, all right, you guys, I love you all so much. I hope that this helped at all, because the whole point is to let you know that nobody's any more special than you. You just have to use your own story and stop staring around at other people. Stay in your own lane and do the income producing activities. And that's what I call it, because that's what Ray calls it. And it helps me to stay focused when I start just doing a training binge for hours and hours, right? I quit watching TV a long time ago, okay? But YouTube is still, like, at night I watch it. And so I can't say that I don't get lost sometimes. It's okay to sometimes fall off the wagon. Just don't quit because you made a little fail, right? Fail forward. Again, fight, grind, repeat. And I promise you, if you do this with the intention of helping as many people feel beautiful, impacting as many families as you can, it's a ripple effect, you guys. It's a ripple effect. Kirsten said yes. And because of her, all the way down a ripple effect, we all said yes. And we said yes for a reason. So whatever your reason is, use that when the days are hard to make you do the things you need to do to reach the goals that you want to reach. The amount of success, whatever that looks like for you to reach. So thank you guys again for having me. I love you all so much. I'm so glad that Harley didn't scream through this whole entire live or shut the car door like the last time. So thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great Thursday night. Rock it out tomorrow, you guys. November is going to be bomb. See you later.